GoFundWolves.com, here with Ralph Turner, CSU-Pueblo men's basketball coach. Ralph, you've been in the playoffs for about 2 months now, having to win pretty much every game to qualify for even a home playoff game. And you don't want to talk about it probably right now, but the NCAA regional, you've won 9 out of your last 10. Talk about what it took to win those 8 straight and secure that home playoff game.
What you hope is you hope that your team is maturing. And I think for us it was, we sort of came, I thought we had a great win on the road against Black Hills. We were down 9 with about 3 minutes and 23 seconds left. And every guy did some really good things during the end, and Stefan Radakovich scored the last 5 points, and he had been struggling to score any points. Made a big 3, made a big basket, and we ended up winning that game, an improbable game to win. And I think maybe that helped with the belief factor in each other. And, you know, our problem as a team is not talent. It's not having personnel, but it's the ability to take from the practice floor to the game setting and be able to execute. But I think our execution is we've been raising our execution level. Our play's been better, and I think it's been more fun to play and probably been more fun to coach too.
What I really like about this team is it's not one guy, it's not 2 guys, it could be 7 guys. It needs to be 7, 8 guys. You've had somebody else step up almost every single time in this stretch. You know, last night your all-conference first team player, Brownson Mountain, had 0 points through the first 3/4 of the game. But senior Jed Knaufel is stepping up. You talk about Steph, the bench. What is it about this team that it doesn't matter who's clicking, that you guys have found a way to win?
Well, I really think that's the strength of our team, and I've said this a number of times, a number of ways, about the Rudyard Kipling poem about the strength of the pack is the wolf and the strength of the wolf's the pack. But that's actually the truth in our case. Last night, Bronson and Ty, who are both all-conference players, have 4 and 5. Our 2 leading scorers scored 4 and 5, and we still win at home. But we have great depth. And even our 9th and 10th guys, Braden Kuiper came off the bench against Regis, and when we had a 7 or 8 point lead, he got down to 2. I think he scored 6 consecutive or 5 consecutive points, matching every time they scored to cut it to 2. He scored to push it back to 4 with jumpers. I mean, his play's been really exceptional. The emergence of Will Newman off the bench has really been good. But I think that's really, in fact, I was having this conversation with a coach, a friend of mine. I'm not sure if any of our players are the best players at their position, but I'm also not doubtful that maybe 1 through 10 were the best team in our league, all way 1 through 10. Now that always doesn't mean it translates into playing, and obviously sometimes I have better players than I am a coach, so it's, you know, struggle to make that work. But really, this whole thing came about from Central Missouri last year, winning the national championship, where they had 11 guys averaging double minutes. And that's really what we're looking for. I think we even talked about making a shirt up that said, "We're not the Heat, we're the Spurs," because we're not about 3 guys. We're about the whole team. We don't care if anybody remembers who our guys are. All we want to do is remember that our team plays a certain way and has a chance to win. So I think that's our strength. That the fact that it could be Devontae one night. Devontae had 21 when we beat Mines. We've had Will Newman had 19 when we beat, or 18 when we beat Fort Lewis on the road. Jed had 19 last night. Tyrone said, I don't know how many different leading scorers we've had, but it's been a number of them. So I think that is our strength.
Really the only blemish, if you're just looking at the schedule, over the last 11 games was last Friday. Highly ranked Metro State MSU Denver team, who you'll see Friday in the RMAC shootout semifinals. Talk about that game and how how you're using it to prepare for Friday.
Well, first thing is, let's just hope we have a little bit of Adams State in us, because Adams State went on the road last night, and Colorado Mines had beaten them at Adams State, I think 82-47, and last night they went to Mines and beat Mines and put them out of the tournament. I'm hoping we can have just a little bit of that magic. But I'll be honest with you, we didn't show up. I mean, you can look at the stat line. We shot 47% from the foul line. We shot 30-something% from the field, and I give them all credit because Metro's a great defensive team, and they know how to play, and their DC is a great coach. But make no mistake, Tommy Johnson, not my assistant coach, is as good a recruiter as in the country, and our players are right at the level. Now, maybe not with Mitch and Kay, but our players overall are every bit as capable as Metro's players. We just don't have the tradition of winning. So it'll be up to us to raise our level, and it really, maybe it works out a good way to go right there, right back to the scene of the crime and sort of have a chance to avenge the embarrassment of that game. It's sort of like I was telling Jim Brooks, there's no way I could be more negative than the game it was itself. From the opening minute, our ability to execute our game plan, it was evident that there was not much from the practice floor to the game. And when you do that, you get embarrassed. If I firmly believe in this, that if our system and style of play, with the kids we have now, that if they adhere to it, we're good enough to beat every team in the country. But you got to believe in it, and you got to execute it. And some games you lose because you just don't make shots. That was not the case with Metro. We didn't. They out-rebounded us 50-25. And I've got some athletic kids, 50-25. I think the first 3 possessions, they had 7 offensive rebounds in 3 possessions. I didn't think we came with enough intestinal fortitude. But I think we'll be much better Friday night.
Last question. I don't know if you can boil it down to 3, but 2, 3, 5 keys to the game on Friday to beat this Roadrunner team.
3 things. It's pretty simple. Number 1, you handle the ball. You have to handle the ball against them. You don't give them easy baskets because that they thrive off that. Number 2 is that you defend them and rebound. We can defend them, but you got to rebound. They play a big lineup. They have big kids who are athletic and strong, and so you got to board with them. And then the 3rd thing is you just got to make shots. But all of that's going to stem from all of that with coming with the mindset that we're not scared, we're not intimidated. We deserve to be where we are because we're one of the best teams.
All right, well, thank you very much. Good luck.
All right, Dex, thank you.